Hello, my name's Helen. I'm going to take you through a yoga flow with a focus of really opening the chest and shoulders. It is absolutely freezing here today, so I am in loads of layers. If you're in a place where you are cold, make sure you layer up. The only thing you need to have is a yoga mat. If you have one, if you don't, it's not the end of the world. And you just need to be really mindful and considerate towards your body, how it's feeling today. Move within your own natural range of motion. Don't try and follow mine. So don't let my range restrict yours, but also don't push yours further than it needs to be. If you struggle with the pace or keeping up with any timings, then that's okay as well. You can go slower. It's fine, even if you miss bits out. We're actually going to start lying down on our backs, please. 4 layers. So you're going to lie down on your back. If you get pain in your lower back, probably feet on the floor. If not, your legs out long. And then your arms, just have them turned palmed up and the arms up and over your head. So you're kind of making a big star shape with the arms. And it's already just really passively, really gently stretching and opening the chest. And then just breathe. In through your nose and out through your nose. And sometimes our chest gets told tight. Just due to, by the way, if you have got your eyes open, I have set up, but you stay lying down. Because sometimes our chest muscles get tight due to our posture and how we maybe sit all day. If you've got like a phone out in front of you or sitting at a desk. Sometimes it's how we breathe. If we're feeling tense, if we're on the go, we tend to breathe quite a lot into our upper chest. So we can just sort some of that out right now with just simply breathing differently. So as you breathe in, I want you to think about your lower ribs starting to expand. So breathe in and picture your lungs like balloons inflating all the way down to the lower ribs, so the entire lung, and then deflating as you exhale. And keep doing that a few times, breathing in and then inflating the lungs and therefore feeling the rib cage expand and fall. And you might even be familiar with what's called belly breathing. It's where the expansion comes even lower than that. So you breathe in, feel the entire ribs expand, but then also the stomach expand and then deflate as you exhale. And simply taking just a couple of minutes to just pause, lie in a position that means the chest is more open and breathe a little bit differently. I can just already just take some tension out the chest and therefore maybe even the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, the jaw, which also then links to the pelvic floors, which lower back and hips, just from breathing differently. So take a few more breaths like that, trying to get as much expansion as you can. I need to sneeze. Excuse me. And then breathe in and hug your knees in towards your body. Give your knees a little gentle squeeze. And then land your feet to the floor. Open your arms out on the floor into a T shape and lower your knees over to the left-hand side. So a really gentle twist. If it feels like it's a bit too intense, just bring your knees further down. Not looking for a really massive twist yet. The back isn't particularly warm. I'm going to open and close the book. So take your right arm up and over so the hands meet. And then open again, laying the arm out on the floor. I've not got enough space for this. But yeah. Exhale as you close and inhale as you open. And then just go with one more. Perfect. Have a little moment to pause. And then we switch over to the other side. So just bring your knees up, drop them over to the other side. Feel that gentle twist in your back. And this time the left arm comes up and over and then opens. So you should feel again just a little stretch in your chest as well as your back each time you open your arms. And once you've done 3 or 4 times, just pause for a moment and stay. We're going to come round to all fours. So take your left arm over again and push the floor away to help you come up. Knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Cat and cows, lift your tailbone, look up, arch your back, and then round your back. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Repeat that a few times. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, inhaling to reopen the chest. And then finding a neutral spine so it's not rounded or arched. Take your knees as wide as your mat. It's going to help keep your hips more stable. Reach your right arm up towards the sky and thread it underneath the left armpit. And again, just a few times moving dynamically, meaning we're not pausing and holding the stretch, but we're moving through it. Switching sides when you're ready, inhaling as you open, exhale as you thread. Then you're reaching your arm up and back and really spiraling your chest out to the side. And then take a wide leg child's pose. Big toes come together, just sit your hips back and stretch your arms forwards. Walk your hands as far forward as you're able. Relax your head down, either the forehead or one cheek to the floor. And then spread your fingers. Shift your weight forward so you can tuck your toes under and lift your hips to downward facing dog. And then paddle out the feet. Push one heel and the other towards the floor. Allow your upper body to move a little bit. Now, our focus today is opening the chest more than stretching out the back of the legs. So gradually find stillness, but with a really bent knee. And then think about pressing your chest towards your thighs so you feel the opening in the kind of around the armpits, the shoulders, extension through the back. I said lift your heels, bend your knees, and step your feet between the hands in as many steps as you need until you can come to a forward fold. And here, just bend your knees as much as needed until your upper body rests on your thighs. Nod your head, shake your head. And then roll your way up one vertebra at a time to mountain pose, so coming up to standing. Arms just away from your side, palms turn forward. Little roll back at the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades. Breathe in through nose and out through nose. See if you can make it so you feel a slight restriction down the back of your throat as you exhale. Extended mountain pose. Press your palms over your head. Now link your fingers and press your palms up towards the ceiling. Pull your elbows down and back. And now lace your fingers behind your back. Roll back the shoulders, open your chest. Release hands, link fingers in front, tuck your chin around your back, bend your knees along. Let's do that again with breath. Inhale, linking the fingers, press your palms up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the elbows down and back. Inhale, lace the fingers behind, really open the chest. And exhale, link and around forward, stretching the back body. Come again, breathe in. Breathe out, pull. Inhale, open. Maybe find a baby back bend, arching gently through the back. And exhale, link the fingers around. This time, just fold your body forwards. Tuck your chin. Step right foot way back to low lunge. Lower the hips and lift the chest. Drop right knee to floor, release foot. Push right hand into floor. And lift your left hand so you twist. Reach your left arm up and think pulling it back so you get that gentle stretch of the chest. Bring the hand back down to the floor. Tuck right toe, lift right knee, downward dog. Bend your knees, lunge your right foot between the hands. And if you can't get there, so the knees over the ankle, just pop the left knee down early so you can help step it through knee over ankle. Then everyone left knee to floor and release foot. Breathe in, lift right arm up and twist. As you breathe out, think just reach back a little bit more. Inhale, put the hand down to the floor, tuck the toe, lift the knee, and exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, move forward to plank. Shoulders come over wrists. And breathe out, lower knees to the floor. And lower your body as one unit down to the ground. As controlled as you're able. Inhale, squeeze your butt, baby cobra. And then release the chest back to the floor. Now reach both arms forward over your head. So reaching it in front of you and then pull the elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades. And then do that again, reach forwards and pull back. Now you can keep your chest relaxed down on the floor. If you want more, you can lift your chest as you pull back and lower it as you reach forwards. And if you want more again, you can keep your chest lifted throughout. So you start to really strengthen through the back of your body. And keep breathing. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you pull. Starting to strengthen the upper back muscles. And sometimes our tightness causes weakness in the back. So strengthening the back can just really help with opening our chest. Let's come with one more big squeeze. And the next time your elbows are back, pause it there. Squeeze your shoulder blades like you're trying to hold a pencil between them. And then release and push back to child's pose. Knees wide, hips back and stretch your arms forwards. Take a few breaths here. And then lift up onto the fingertips and we'll walk your hands a little bit further forward. And relax back down again. Downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward, so you can tuck your toes and lift your hips, paddle out the feet. Keep breathing in and out through nose. Let the head relax, so you're not looking through the hands, but looking between the legs so your neck can relax. And then gradually find stillness, again with really bent knees, as deep as you can. Start to lift your tailbone high and press your belly and your chest as close as you can to your thighs. Again, without any pain, just within your range. And now lift your heels, bend your knees, step or jump both your feet forward between your hands. Forward fold. Roll up, extend a mountain, inhale, lace the fingers and press your palms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull the elbows down and wide. Inhale, lace the fingers behind, open the chest. Exhale, link the fingers in front. Push the hands forward, bend your knees. Come again, breathe in. See if you notice any difference each time we go through. Maybe your elbows can pull a bit further back. Pull. Open. And round. One more time. And once you've completed the sequence, just bend your knees and fold forward again. Tuck in the chin. Step your right foot way back to lunge again. Lower the hips and lift your chest. Lunge twist again, so you can put the knees to the floor and release the foot, or for more challenge, keep the knee off. Push the right hand down, lift and open. Thinking again, reaching up, pulling back, and spiraling and open through the chest. Now, if you want, you can take a half bind, wrapping your left arm behind your back. And release. Bring your left arm, forearm to your left thigh. Drop your right heel down towards the ground, and now lift your right arm up to right angle pose. So if your knee was down, you would have to lift it off to drop the heel down and open. Really strengthening into the lower body. And again, the chest, think reaching up, pulling back. And we're just going to do a few circles of the arms. Going to circle the arm forward and round, up and over. A few times breathing as you do, really inhaling as your chest opens. And your chest can kind of follow the arm. So turn and open. And then go back in the other direction as well. And then we're going to hold. Again, you're going to hold with your arms stretched over. You can reach up and pull back. You might even want to reach back or maybe wrap your arm behind your back in a half bind. If you're feeling good and you want a full bind, you can reach down to touch the floor and then lace the fingers behind your back and lift and open the chest. Now, the key thing here is you reach down by dropping the hips, not by bending your back and then ending up in this position with your hips really high. I want to keep the hips low and the chest open. Perfect. If you've got that half or full bind, release. And then reverse warrior. Just land your right arm to your right thigh, reach up and over. Again, spiral the chest open. Maybe for a bit more, take a half bind, right arm comes behind. Perfect. Cartwheel the hands either side of your left foot. Lift your right heel, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Lift your heels, bend your knees, lunge your right foot between the hands. And again, if you struggle to put it in between, step as far as you can, and then help it. Lunge, twist. Lift your right arm and twist. Again, your option is the knee down on the floor or the knee off if you're looking for more challenge. We're all trying to push into the floor to spiral the chest open towards the ceiling, and maybe we're adding a half bind. Just switch sides so I end up still facing, but I'm not facing now. Oh dear. And coming to a right angle pose. So release your right arm up, bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Left heel drops down and we lift and open. So again, if your knee was down on the ground, pick it up to then drop the heel down and you'll find yourself in the same position. Take your right knees over the ankle, hips are down low, chest is trying to spiral open, and then go for those arm circles. Circle forward and round. Remember, each time your chest closes, like here, exhale. Each time it opens, inhale. And then go back in the other direction as well. Perfect. Then we're going to hold. You can hold with your arm back. You can hold it up. You can hold it overhead. You can take a half bind. You can take a full bind, reaching down and then see if you can get the hands to lace, keeping the chest open, straight line from head to foot. Again, this is absolutely all options. Wherever you are, the head of the shoulder you're trying to take back. The chest you're trying to revolve up towards the ceiling. So it's all about this rotation. Take a few more breaths. And then push into the right leg. Release your bind, reverse warrior. Reach up and back, maybe wrap behind. Check if you did this. And try and encourage your knees to stay over the ankle, the hips to stay grounded. Just for one more breath. And then cut with hands either side of the right foot. Lift left heel, downward facing dog. Roll your weight forward plank. You can lower knees to floor or not as you lower yourself down towards the ground. I've got a dog that my head's on. I'm going to reach arms forward again. So I'm going to quickly show you what you can do with the arms. It's called eyes, Ys and Ts. So your arms are forward in front. You're going to lift the arms up, lower them back down to the ground. Then open your arms into a capital Y. Lift your arms up, lower them back down to the ground. Open into a capital T. Lifting and closing, and then you repeat. Same option, chest be down on the ground, or you can lift the chest. It's a capital I, breathe in as you lift. Open capital Y. Open capital T. I'll repeat one more time. Take your time, try and have a pause with your arms lifted. So again, building that strength around the back of the shoulders. And it's the different parts of the rotator cuffs as well. And release. Come to a child's pose, wide leg child's pose. So knees wide, hips back. You can stay in your child's pose, or if you feel a bit ready for more, you can come to a puppy dog pose. So you'd shift your hips forwards. And then maybe stay on forearms and just push back a little. Maybe you stretch your arms out and land your chest. Maybe your chin can come down to the floor. Maybe your cheek or your forehead. Just take a few breaths. And aim to feel that stretch in the chest, the front of the shoulders. The belly, the back. And then release. Make your way into downward facing dog. So nearly done. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to downward facing dog. Have a little paddle out of the feet again. And then finding stillness, again, really, really deep knee bend. Press your belly back and up. Press your chest towards your thighs. Lift your heels, bend your knees, jump or step your feet between your feet. Forward fold. Extended mountain, circle the arms up. Now lace the fingers. Press your palms to the ceiling. Pull the elbows down and wide. Lace the fingers behind your back. Open the chest. Link your fingers in front and around. Again, inhale. Exhale to pull. Inhale to link and open chest. Exhale to round. One more time. But this time we're going to stop with our hands laced behind our back. Pause for a moment here and fold forwards, keeping the hands laced. So bend your knees and fold your body over your thighs. You may like to stop part way. You might have bent elbows. You may have to rest your hands on your lower back. So if you're quite tight in the chest, that's where you'll need to be, and just think about opening the elbows up. If you're more flexible, you'll have longer, straighter arms, and you might also be able to lift the hands up and away from your body. Take one more breath if you can, if not really slowly. And let it go, just land your hands to the floor. Step both feet back to plank position. Shoulders over wrists. One final time to lower knees or toes. And then everyone, straighten your arms out onto the floor into a T, and then just bring your left arm underneath your left armpit. Bend your left knee and lift the left thigh away from the ground. Then you're just going to roll over onto the right shoulder and the right hip. And just going to stay for a bit. Now this might be plenty where you just stay here, but make sure you can relax your head down. Or you might want to lift the left knee up towards the ceiling and land the foot down to the floor. You might even want to take the foot further back, maybe even bring the foot to the hand. We're hoping to feel that final stretch, that chest open in the right chest. Now, kind of pec muscle. Now, if it's too much, you're in control of this. It's how far you've rolled. So you just lean more into the left arm if you need. You can even be completely over and resting with your left leg. So again, make sure it fits and suits your body. Take a few more breaths. Release. Come through the middle and just pause for a moment. Maybe make a bed for your head and your hands. It might actually feel nice to push back into a closed leg child's pose and relax your arms by your thighs as a bit of a counter pose. There's no right or wrong here, so take the option that you'd feel best in. Then we come and do the other side. So opening the arms, then sliding the right hand in close underneath the armpit. Bend the right knee and lift it, then roll over on towards your left shoulder, your left hip. Maybe staying here, maybe leaning forward over to the right. Maybe lifting the knee up, maybe taking the foot back towards the hands. A few more breaths. And then when you're ready, roll and release. And then you can finish lying on your belly, or you might prefer to roll over on your back. Choosing any position that's comfortable and maybe cupping your elbows overhead if you want to still get a little bit of chest opening. If not, maybe just rest your hands on your belly. Legs bent, legs straight, line on your front, your side, your back. Just take about 5 or so more breaths, as slow and calm as you can. And once you've done your 5 or so breaths, you are more than welcome to stay here for longer. But when you feel ready to move gently, wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe hug your knees in again. And then you can rock yourself up or roll to one side and eventually push yourself up. Always recommending just one final pause for breath before you move again. Thank you and thank yourself. Well done.